All right, so I'm here with mixed martial arts amateur star Mpho Hloka. Welcome to SA Boxing Talk for the first time. We're actually in the Apex gym on the mats here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling well, just staying strong. Right now I'm in camp, focusing on the next thing, which is IMMAF. I'm going to be competing, representing South Africa.
So I've heard 8-0 so far in your amateur career, undefeated. Obviously you're number one in your weight division representing South Africa going forward. Talk to us about competing at amateur level here in South Africa. What's it been like so far?
So far, it's been quite a humbling experience. It's not exactly what you'd expect it to be. For example, I've fought once in a garage underground at one grassroots. But other than that, it's been very necessary in building myself up as an amateur or as an MMA fighter in total.
Yeah, I mean, look, amateur is always going to be that way. You're never going to fight in the best venues. You're building, towards your professional career. But you got something really exciting to look forward to. You're going to the World Championships in Albania, happening next month. Talk to us about, how do you feel about that, firstly?
Well, I'm actually quite excited to go there and test myself up against all of these different nations and where I actually stand up in terms of my talent, or not talent per se, but my skill level up against the other competitors from the other countries. I just want to see where we rank up and show the world that, hey, in South Africa we have some good MMA also at an amateur level, not only at a pro level.
I saw you, not the last EFC, one before that, and you're sitting with Luke Hendricks and a couple of other guys, and you're basically watching it and you're almost analyzing each fight, how it should go and who do you think will win. Your love for the sport of MMA, where did that come from?
So initially it started when I did my MMA Taekwondo, when I started with Taekwondo, and then from there on they started realizing that I was getting better at it along with Jiu-Jitsu, and they said, hey, give it a go. And since then I saw that I was getting better, and the biggest thing is progression for me. The exciting thing about it is there's a way forward, and I can keep getting better, and I can never stop getting better, and that's why I jumped into MMA a lot. Mainly. Yeah.
It's definitely the development of yourself, of other athletes as well. I'm sure you've got your eye on a few guys, but for now, you're amateur, you want to obviously get gold medal, I'm assuming, at the World Games. And then obviously next year, or whenever you decide to turn pro, you'll do exactly that. The journey so far, have you enjoyed each and every step? Have there been hardships? Has it been smooth sailing for you? Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, it's been hard, I won't lie. In MMA, there's quite a lot of injuries that can happen to you. For example, I did hurt my chest a few times and my back. But to be honest with you, each time I have gotten injured and come back better, it's given me quite a lesson. Hey, maybe instead of training so hard day to day, listen to your body, look out for recoveries. All of these things happen for a reason, and I think it was actually good that I went through those things.
All right. And have you looked at the type of competition you might be coming up against stylistically? Each country has their own style. South Africa's got a very new style, and a lot of people are not aware of what South African fighters can do. And we've seen that in the UFC, with a lot of people struggling with the likes of Dricus du Plessis style. They've struggled over the years with Don Madge's style, with the BK style, and even Boyd Allen as well. For you going in there, have you already analyzed some of the other countries and how they fight?
Yeah, biggest thing I've realized is the Eastern European guys are big on the wrestling or the Dagestani kind of fighting style, where it's all about takedown, stay on top, and look to ground and pound or get a submission, which is a very cool way of getting the fight done. But for me, I believe here in SA we're very well rounded. Not only do we have wrestling, we have good striking, and I believe guys should just, when it comes to a fight, analyze where they're better than their opponents, and that's my goal currently. Is when I get in there and touch up with my partner or my opponent, I want to be able to analyze whether he's better than me at striking. If I'm better than him at striking, I'm going to take him on a striking level, or if I'm better than him ground-wise, I'm going to take him down to the ground and work with him there. But the biggest thing is, we in SA, I feel like we have quite a well-rounded game, and we should back ourselves a bit more. Yeah.
All right. So I'm a complete novice when it comes to amateur MMA. So could you school me on this one? The World Games, how many fights do you have to win in order to get a gold medal?
So in my division currently there's 28 people registered, and it looks like you'll have to fight 4 fights to get to the gold, and that's the main goal. I don't even want to think about anything else other than the gold medal right now.
And do you have any idea of which country I suppose the pool hasn't been drawn yet, but I mean, of any potential opponents or countries that you'll be coming up against?
Oh, it's a big field right now to choose from. I mean, like, for example, we have people from Spain, Mexico, people from Albania, people from Portugal. It's such a big pool that I can't even estimate or guess who I will be fighting very soon. But we just stay ready. We stay ready for the hardest opponents.
Right. Have you ever fought a non-South African fighter before? Even in here in South Africa, have you fought a fighter from a different country?
I have fought one gentleman. I think he is from Congo. His name is Brandon Santos.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And was there a difference in fighting style? Or was it the same as the other guys you've come up against?
Nothing out of the world, to be honest with you. It was just a normal fight. A lot of the time when it comes to the fight, guys overthink it. Maybe they think maybe because the guy is from overseas, you should like be a bit more cautious or anything like that. You should always be cautious when it comes to the fight. You should always be ready. Who the person is and where they're from shouldn't affect the fight itself. That's how I look at it.
All right. So the next time I interview you, you're going to have a gold medal around your neck. I know there's a lot of medals on the apex there, so you'll be adding to your own collection as well. And then after that, if you get the gold medal, are you done with amateurs, or do you want to still do some more in amateurs? What's the goals?
So to be honest with you, here in SA, I think I've done everything I can do at amateur level, and this is that last step as an amateur, going overseas and competing with all these other top level guys from other countries. After that, we come back, we assess how the fights went, and then we go to a pro level. My goal would be to try get a promotion outside of the country, but I wouldn't have a problem with fighting for EFC and performing in front of my hometown and home people.
I wanted to ask you that as well. Like, have you been in? Whenever you got like really successful amateurs, promotions usually do a lot of scouting at amateur level to see where they can grab the new talent. Has anyone actually formally come up to you and said, "Listen, would like to fight. We'd like you to fight on our promotions going forward"?
I did get a message from one of the scouters at EFC. Nothing else right now. But again, I'm not in a super big rush. I want to make sure that I'm super prepared to go and fight. So after this year, after the IMMAF, we assess how things went, if I did well, if there's things that we need to fix. There's always going to be things to fix, and from there on, next year, we take whatever we learned this year into a pro level.
All right, and for people that want to wish you well, I'm sure they will wish you well in the comment section. Do you have any message for South African supporters?
I believe guys should always pursue their dreams to the best. To be honest with you, I was not the most athletic kid starting mixed martial arts, but the only reason why I'm here is because I kept going. And hardest days, easy days, I still just kept coming to classes, kept doing what I have to do to ensure that I am improving on a day-to-day. And that's all it is. Guys, stay consistent and it will pay off eventually.
All right, nice messages there. Important. Lastly, do you want to send any thank yous, any shout outs to anybody out there?
I'd like to give a big shout out to all the guys here at Apex, everyone who's helped me and supported me with regards to getting here to this point where I can go and represent the country. A big shout out to my teammates, Luke Hendricks, Hesham, Tim Kotia, a long list of people that I can mention. My coaches, Boyd Allen and Craig Tuntes, for giving me the opportunity to train here at the facility. When I started out, I couldn't even afford coming to the gym, but they gave me the opportunity to like learn, train, and get better. And they just wanted one thing from me, which was to keep coming to the facility. And that's all I have done, and that's why I'm here.
All right, and from my side, I want to wish you all the best with the competition, the World Games that you'll be going into, and obviously we want you to bring back that gold medal. And yeah, next time I see you, we'll be wearing that medal around your neck.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I appreciate that.
100%.